Matteo Francis. This is being recorded for the Nixa tournament. This is United States Extemp. And sorry about it being dark, there's not much I can do about that. And I will begin in 3, 2, 1. A few nights ago, I was looking up, doing some research, and this led me down quite a few internet rabbit holes. Now, these rabbit holes, I generally try and stop myself at around 10 o'clock, but that night I went a tad later than that. Yeah, so when my mom walked in that morning saying, "Honey, it's time to get up." "Wait, why are you still awake?" I said, my sleep-deprived brain said, "No, that's not the question. The real question is, would price control on prescription drugs have positive or negative consequences on the American healthcare system?" And coincidentally, that is also the topic of today's extemporaneous speech. Now, in this speech, I will go over 3 main things: patents, which are the source of this problem, the benefits, and the harms. But before we get into that, let's go over some statistics. 80% of adult Americans say that these prescription drugs are hugely overpriced, while 3 in 10 of adult Americans say that they do not take prescription drugs that they are prescribed because of the cost. And this can sometimes have fatal consequences. Now, and also 90% of American adults say that they support government price control of prescription drugs. And also, there is a 256% price increase of prescription drugs in the U.S. compared to other first world countries. Now, this price increase also has but it also produces a proportionally better prescription drugs compared to these other first world countries, which I'll come back to that in a moment. Now, let's jump right into the first topic: patents. Patents are a system that allow companies to make something. If they create it, they can patent it and have full control over this. They have exclusive rights to create, set, and sell this product, and allowing them to sell it at a ridiculously high price, which is the root of this problem. And patents, to counter this, the United States put in a system where patents have a limited number of years depending on the object. Now, but in the case of medication, big companies can go to the drug they made, tweak a little tiny thing, and renew their patent, adding another however many years. Now, this is incredibly bad. They are changing the drug barely at all and still getting this patent for another however many years it is for medications. So then this is what's causing the huge price inflation. Alright, moving on to benefits. There are several benefits of putting in a price control. The price control allows the medications to be more accessible to everyone. It allows it to be more accessible to specifically the poor people, the people under poverty line, making it very cheap for them. It also allows just a general better healthcare for the United States because it again makes it more accessible, just generally improving the people's health. But another thing that I didn't initially think of was about how much it would save Medicare, the insurance company. Medicare currently spends $105 billion a year on medications, and no companies, no private investors, no private buyers have any way to negotiate with these companies. But putting in price control or any form of negotiation could allow Medicare to save $448 billion in a 10-year period. Now, doing some simple math, we can infer that this is a nearly 50% savings per year, which is quite a bit of money, especially when you're getting into the upper reaches like the billions. Now, finally, harms. In harms, I personally cannot think of many, but one of the main ones is a loss of innovation. Because of the patent system, it tells people in smaller companies, like, yeah, hey, this big guy over here, he may have a current monopoly, but if you make something new that works, you can patent it and then make it super and then you can make it super expensive and making a new, better drug that you can reap all these brilliant rewards for. And that's what's causing people to invest time, money, and resources into making new things, promoting innovation. Now that's a pretty big harm to lose this, but having it be more accessible and promoting a general better healthcare for the people is generally, I would consider, more beneficial. So in conclusion, we have discussed that patents, which are the root of this problem, that why we need a price control. We have discussed benefits to this, like saving Medicare, big insurance companies, billions of dollars, and allowing more accessible to poorer people. Looking at harms, we have also shown how there would be a major loss of innovation if a price control is implemented. Now, back to the original question of would there be positive or negative consequences for a price control in the United States healthcare system? Well, there would be both, but the positives outweigh the negatives, meaning this should be something that is implemented into the United States healthcare system, as it would promote more benefits to the people instead of and even though we do lose some harms, but our drugs are already proportionally better than other first world countries, so making it more accessible is just the better and right thing to do for the government to do. Thank you for judging.